Hi Pisces, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of April, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, it's called What's New Behind the Corner, and it's reading inspired in the fact that we are celebrating the new astrological year, which is all about new beginnings and opportunities in our path. So if you would like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my services, again, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Pisces, April can be a little bit depressive for some of you. There's a sensation of depressive mood or a depression state that could be arising in some of you, and you might not even know why or necessarily pinpoint the exact reasons why you're experiencing those moods and those feelings, but it's a part of the reality of the month for some of you, and some of you are trying as well to connect with this spiritual truth to help you release in you the emotional baggage, the emotional fear that is being triggered during this time. Is almost like the outside is matching something of the inside for you. So if you're finding that you don't having the love, the support, the happiness, the something that for some of you could have been used lately for distraction, but I feel like for some of you Pisces, this quarantine global situation that we're facing, for some of you Pisces, this is really affecting you, obviously for obvious reasons, but also because, again, you're being pushed back into confronting here something. The Three of Swords is not new. The Death card is also here, so it's not a new thing. It's like you're being forced to deal with deep feelings, with something inside of you that has not been healed, that has not been, addressed maybe properly because you didn't have the time or because you really suppress it. Whatever the reason may be, there's a need to make a certain spiritual, scanning here of where it hurts, so you can start to look at where it hurts properly and also take care of it properly. So it's an immense time for healing for some of you Pisces, but it's like forced healing, something that you didn't want to really take care of, look at, experience, remember, anything. Something is just not as how you would choose it to be if it would be, again, your choice. And I also feel like some of you are affected with a sense of crisis here. So you could be scared when it comes to your work situation. There could be here something with the Five of Pentacles in your soul position. It's like either you're afraid because of money, lack of resources, losing job. You might not be looking at finances at this time with the most hopeful eyes, or you might actually be facing some losses, and this is taking a toll on you internally. And when the material affects the internal, this can create a problem because we start, defining our sense of self through the material opportunities or lack of that we're having. So if you're not feeling like you're having the abundance outside, you're not going to buy into the fact or the idea that you're abundant inside. And that's usually the mistake we make in the abundance formula, is that it has to start from inside. You have to feel abundant inside. You have to know and own all the abundance that you desire to receive inside of yourself. You have to believe that you deserve it. You have to feel it as it if it would be right now happening. So the law of attraction is also something that could be something for those of you that are interested that you should be perhaps studying or learning more about, because it could help you transcend some limitations when it comes to financial opportunities. Also, for some of you, this is not about finances at all. This is about really spirituality, because the Five of Pentacles with the Three of Swords many times points to this huge disbelief in faith. Is like a feeling hopeless about something that is making you suffer, that is making you fall ill. This falling ill, for some of you Pisces, could be that you're in a moment where your health could be fragile, so you could be concerned about that, or the health of someone you care about, and this is the trigger. This is what is bringing here some worries and concerns, obviously. But it could also be the falling ill is the absence of divine energy, the absence of soul makes us ill. Not necessarily in the obvious ways, but it does, because it makes us feel depressed constantly, or fight here battles that seem never ending when it comes to our own inner demons. So your inner demons are coming out. They want to have a chat. They want you to look at them. You have not been looking at some of your inner demons, and the whys are also very loud. So it's like something you're about, either you're questioning a lot, why me? Why is this happening? Why? Some of you could be falling into this mentality of victimization. You could be feeling victims of a circumstance or a situation. You could be feeling like, again, something is very unfair, and that might be true, but it also is the opposite. It also is the fact that you have more emotional and spiritual protection and power to navigate this trouble, to navigate these troubling times more than what you think. Pisces is this energy, is the Queen of Cups energy. So the purpose of April is to bring you back to you, to the lightest being of you, the lightest aspect of you, I'm sorry. So as you move into May, the purpose of April is to make you feel like, an abundant, magical Pisces again, is to clear the waters. You can't function well when your waters are not cleansed. For you, it's essential. So what has been, the pollution there, the elements that have been polluting your water, that have been toxic to your self being, your self love, what has been keeping you from self-loving, basically. This is what's being put in display, and it's like, take this out, deal with this, because unless you do, you won't feel supported, and you won't feel abundant, and you won't feel happy, no matter what is occurring. It's an internal state. Also, some of you are to understand here that this is about something in you. It's not about outside energies and events. This has much more to deal with you. Obviously, that if you're watching painful events occur, this is going to trigger you. This is going to really affect you. But your responses to so-called tragedy or negative events are the real thing here. How you respond to suffering, how you respond to loss, how you respond to illness, how you respond to all the bad, negative things that, yes, we can experience, because those are a part of life. We all know we're going to die, so we all know we're going to face death, our own or those we love. Is it fun? No. Is it necessary to learn how to deal with it and react to it? Yes. Some of you, it's like you put this shelter, censorship of around what you consider to be taboo topics. Taboo topics being the things that scare you the most. And one of your deepest fears is coming out, Pisces, here. Not to punish you, not to make you miserable, but there's something about suffering and learning to react to suffering, your own and of the world, that you're refining. You're learning something very deep, a very deep truth about unconditional love, and how you might be as connected with a stranger as the stranger is connected with you. So there's this feeling of connectedness with the whole, that could also be like very, it's like a very intense, deep experience where a lot of your soul is translated to you. You know, the things that we can't explain and reasonably, put in order and clear thoughts. There's something about this connection with the whole that is like a translator for yourself about what hurts, why, what you can do about it, how you should navigate again the storm. April is stormy for some of you Pisces, and it's like about riding that wave, not feeling completely crushed by it, riding it, flowing, trusting that after, again, the storm, it will come a clear sunny day. And again, the faith. April is a test of faith. Tests of faith show up in multiple ways. Either they show up in us not having enough money, enough health, losing a loved one, feeling betrayed or abandoned, could also be losing our jobs, something on those terms. And it doesn't have to be as tragic and dramatic as that, but for some of you, something on those lines that touches those points, that really tend to activate their need to turn to fate to cope with it, is symbolized here in the energy of your month. So I hope you have a great April. I hope you find all the hope and love to deal with whatever these challenges are. I want to thank all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.